raise your hand and I'll bring you into the room. Our first question comes from Amanda Hajar from Knicks Digital.
Hey, Coach, bright spot tonight was quickly. How encouraging is it to see a rookie go out there and compete, especially tonight?
Well, I think we need everyone to play well, but it was good to get a spark like that. And the one thing we feel very confident about is his shooting ability. And I think the more he plays and the more he gets into a rhythm, the better he'll be. But he gives us something that we desperately need, and that's the shooting component.
Next question comes from Mark Berman, New York Post.
Yeah, it seemed defensively it wasn't as good as usual. Were you disappointed in how you performed that way?
Well, disappointed that we didn't play better defensively, yes, but more determined to get it right. And, we have to get back to practice. And I liked the fight at the end, but it was too late. We got in too big of a hole. And so we have to get back to work. And, sometimes you go through stretches where you don't have an opportunity to practice that much. So I think practice will be good for us.
Next question comes from Bobby Childs.
Coach, you've seen a lot of zones so far this year. What would you say your team is doing well in the way they attack the zones, and where do you still need to see a lot more progress?
Well, just got to continue to work on shooting the ball. I think that we're doing a good job of getting the ball into the paint. We didn't see zone tonight, so you have to execute your man-to-man. But we want to be strong on both sides of the ball. So those are things you work on every day, your individual fundamentals on both offense and defense. And then, of course, your team schemes, both offensively and defensively. And so your execution's critical. And then you want to play to your strengths and cover up your weaknesses.
Next question, Steve Popper, Newsday.
Hey, Tom, just an update on Obi. He had came in there for a very brief period early in the game and came right out.
Yeah.
What, was it injury or?
No. I was unsure if I was going to play him just because he hasn't practiced. And I saw an opportunity where I thought we might be able to get him in for a couple minutes just to sort of shake some rust off and just see where he is conditioning-wise. And I didn't like the matchups, and we were getting pounded on the board. So, I changed to get Julius back in there just so we could get going. I was concerned about how the game was going at that particular point. But I felt like that was going to be a good possibility. But I also felt that if I got an opportunity to get him in, I was going to try to do that. And so we'll get back at it tomorrow, and we'll move it along. And obviously, practice for him will be good, and we'll go from there.
Next question comes from Steph Bondi, Daily News.
Hey, Tom, you've obviously seen KD for a long time now, but are you surprised at all at how quickly he's been able to do this coming off an Achilles, a devastating injury like an Achilles tear?
Not really, just because of, getting to know him over the years and knowing his mental toughness and his resiliency. He's one of those guys, he's going to overcome whatever is in front of him. He's a gym rat. He's a playmaker. He's a great student of the game. And he's got an incredible skill set. He can shoot the ball. He can put it on the floor. He can post. And the underrated part is his unselfishness, his willingness to pass. I think his playmaking gets his team to play unselfishly, and he's always been that way. And so everyone that I've known that's been around him, and I had an opportunity to watch him work out a couple times in the off season when he was in OKC, and he's impressive. He's an all-time great for sure, and so it doesn't surprise me.
Thank you, Coach.